Have you ever seen someone shake off accusations faster than the internet could even complete the cancellation process? Seriously, it hadn't even been 24 hours, and people were already saying, yeah, no, Cory's fine. Let's move on. What's wild is that Cory didn't say a single word, not an apology, no reaction video, no emotional live stream, no half-hearted sorry if you felt that way. He just stood back, in complete silence, and watched the internet implode on itself. But, for anyone who's out of the loop, let's rewind for a second. So, here's the setup. CoryxKenshin, literal YouTube royalty with over 20 million subscribers, best known for uploading once in a blue moon, suddenly found himself caught in the middle of an internet firestorm, and you're probably wondering, why? Well, a woman, claiming to be a long-term ex-girlfriend, posted a series of TikToks accusing Cory of being emotionally manipulative, toxic, and even abusive. She started off with a dramatic, "I dated Cory 10 years ago," and from there, it spiraled. She made a 6-part expose, wrote lengthy emotional captions, dropped screen recordings, shared personal videos, and even included an old clip where Cory jokingly said he did something to her while she was asleep. In the clip, you hear her ask if he watched her sleep, and he replies jokingly that he did something to her. Before brushing it off like it was some quirky fetish, she laughs. He laughs. It's, obviously, a dumb joke from a different time. Back in 2018, when both of them seemed to think it was funny. But somehow, the internet watched that clip and decided, yep, this man just admitted to SA. Like, what? Were we watching the same video? Or has everyone completely forgotten how to recognize sarcasm? Once the posts went viral, Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube lit up like a courtroom on fire. No judge, no jury, just a mob and a bunch of selectively cropped screenshots. People were mourning Cory's downfall like he'd just been indicted on federal charges. One person even went online and dramatically said that when they heard about the allegations, they practically collapsed and started praying like their life depended on it. They claimed they were up all night, crying and praying harder than any nun in history. The reaction was that intense. Articles started coming out. Viral threads exploded. At first glance, it looked like the end of Cory's career. People acted like he had suddenly become the final boss of grooming cases, and the central accusation people clung to, that he had assaulted her while she was asleep, even though she never actually said that. The rumor got so bad, she had to start posting follow-up TikToks and even uploaded a 4-minute apology video to clear things up. In those follow-ups, she explained that the clip of them joking was mutual. They both laughed at it. She wasn't uncomfortable in that moment. She clarified over and over again that Cory did not assault her, never cheated on her, and that wasn't what her posts were about. What she was actually doing, according to her, was venting. She explained she was processing pain from her past grouping Cory in with other men she had been involved with, including one who had genuinely abused her. But Cory wasn't that guy. In reality, the whole thing boiled down to messy emotions and blurred boundaries from what seems to have been a complicated situationship, not any form of abuse. If we're being honest, the worst anyone could reasonably say is that Cory was a bit of a jerk, maybe played with her feelings, and likely ghosted her afterward. But none of it crossed the line into criminal or abusive behavior. In fact, this might be the most typical modern breakup story you'll hear in 2025. And once she started clarifying everything, the internet did a complete 180. She came out and directly said there was no cheating, no pregnancy, no message tampering, and absolutely no sexual assault. All the rumors that had started swirling were totally fabricated. She even had to beg people to stop spreading lies about her and Cory. She made it clear that those wild allegations about pregnancy, cheating, or edited messages were false. She explained that other creators were using those rumors just to drive traffic to their own content and stir up drama for attention. And just when you thought it couldn't get any messier, some anonymous troll created a fake TikTok account pretending to be her. That account posted a fake confession saying, "I made it all up. I lied about Cory." The internet lost its mind again. For 12 hours straight, people thought she had admitted to framing Cory. But surprise, it was a total hoax. The account wasn't hers at all. So now, we had the real ex posting vague, but emotionally loaded content. A fake account spreading disinformation, and the entire internet jumping to conclusions at lightning speed. It was like watching chaos in real time, an outrage factory running on zero fact-checking, maximum emotional response, and one 7-year-old joke clip. Eventually, she released a full apology video to explain everything. She said she wasn't trying to ruin Cory's life, wasn't seeking clout or followers. She just wanted to express her feelings from a past relationship that didn't end well. And okay, that's fair. But let's be honest, why make something like this public 7 years later, especially when the person in question is now one of the biggest YouTubers on the planet? Why not talk it through with a therapist or write in a journal like it's 2008 and you just broke up with your prom date? Posting emotionally heavy stuff online, especially involving someone famous, is guaranteed to be misunderstood, and that's exactly what happened. To a lot of people, it started to look like she was chasing clout. She didn't share any drama about her other exes. No screen recordings, no DMs, just Cory, the most famous guy she'd ever dated. That's a red flag. That's clout demon energy if we've ever seen it. But what this whole mess really proves is that cancel culture doesn't care about facts, it runs on momentum. One vague statement, one cryptic video, a couple of manipulated tweets, and boom, you're trending like you just committed a felony on live TV. It's no longer about what's true, it's about being first to react, not being accurate. People don't care about proof anymore, and the craziest, most hilarious part, CoryxKenshin didn't say a single thing through all of this. No response, no shade, not even a passive-aggressive post. He just stayed silent, and somehow, that silence worked. The allegations crumbled faster than a YouTube video could finish buffering. Once people rewatched the old clips, saw the actual jokes, and read her clarifications, they realized this wasn't some deep scandal. This was just a woman upset about a breakup and an awkward joke that didn't age well. So, where does that leave us? CoryxKenshin, innocent. No crimes, no assault, no abuse. Just a messy, emotional breakup and a couple of questionable texts. I can't believe I even have to make a video about this because literally nothing happened. This whole thing just goes to show that the internet has a bad habit of creating drama out of thin air. Sure, some of Cory's texts might have been cringy. Yeah, maybe he didn't handle the relationship well, but nothing he did was illegal, abusive, or deserving of cancellation. She was hurt, he moved on. She vented. The internet tried to ruin him and they failed, because context actually matters. Not every emotional experience is abuse, and not every poorly aged joke is a confession. Sometimes, a bad joke from 2018 is just ... a bad joke from 2018. So yeah, Cory beat the allegations in world record time. No response video. No apology. Just pure, strategic silence. He probably didn't even realize it was happening. Dude was likely just gaming while the whole thing played out. And maybe that's the lesson sometimes. Doing nothing is the smartest move. The internet moves so fast it ends up tripping over its own feet. But hey, let me know what you think in the comments. Was Cory actually in the wrong at all? Or did the internet just fumble another fake scandal? Either way, I'm glad this entire thing turned out to be a whole lot of nothing, and Cory came out clean. Honestly, I'm done with it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video.